Tuesday, September 22nd edition of the Carolina Weather Video, formally the final full day of summer out there, and we sure had a big weather change as we got into yesterday. There's a peek from our Winston-Salem tower camera during the 5 o'clock hour this morning. A lot of low clouds out there in the Triad. The temperature is 61, northeast wind at 10 miles per hour. Let's check in down around the Charlotte area. There's the Fury 325 camera, courtesy of our friends at carowinds.com. The temperature there is 63. That same north and northeasterly wind in place in the Queen City. Now, these highs yesterday across the Piedmont, a little bit deceptive. A lot of those highs and the North Carolina Piedmont occurred very early in the morning, and then a lot of folks, especially around the Triad and the Triangle region, spent the majority of the day in the 60s. Again, so these high, in fact, formally in Greensboro, the high yesterday occurred at 12:15 a.m. After that point in time, temperatures kind of hovered in the lower 60s. Charlotte area was a little bit warmer, even some low and mid 80s in the eastern part of the viewing area. And then, boy, I tell you what, it would really cool down as we got through the evening hours. There was a little bit of a chill in the air as we went through yesterday evening, if you were out and about. Temperatures this morning shape up like that here during the 5 o'clock hour. Some 70s up and down the Carolina coast, 60s over a lot of the interior Carolinas. All right, so across the region, we've got a lot of cloud cover, a little bit of very light rain occurring in the northwestern Piedmont and northern foothill areas. In most instances, this is not much more than some sprinkles and some drizzle. Same deal down here when you get into the northern upstate, parts of the southern mountains and the southern foothills of North Carolina and parts of Cleveland and Cherokee County, South Carolina, and Cleveland County, North Carolina. And then you get further to the south, down into Georgia, the air mass is a little bit more unstable, so actually a few thunderstorms involved down that way. Now, there's an example of the winds. There's your Triad area winds as I'm cutting the video out of the north and northeast. And we'll keep that same northerly and northeasterly flow in place throughout the day today. But you notice a little bit of a thinning in the cloud cover evident there this afternoon. So probably some peaks of sun trying to work in, and it should be in the spots that were in the 60s all afternoon yesterday, a little bit of a warmer afternoon this afternoon, but still temperatures definitely held down. There's what we're going with for your Tuesday highs. Tomorrow, probably the pick day of the week. Tomorrow looks nice. We're going to be looking at partly sunny sky overhead, and here's your Wednesday numbers. So not bad at all for Wednesday. And then the weather begins to head downhill a bit again Thursday. Clouds, and you notice this easterly flow off the Atlantic getting established, so we'll see a lot of clouds, and with time, some of this rain opportunity working back into the Carolinas Thursday. Your temperatures Thursday look like that for highs. And then here we go with Friday and the weekend. This is the GFS computer model solution. You have the European, which really cranks the rain over the weekend. GFS has mainly light rain opportunities Friday into the weekend, and this same persistent northeasterly flow. So certainly a much cooler weather setup again over the course of the weekend. In fact, this is for instance, of highs. I'm going with 67 for a high in the Triad Saturday, and I tell you, these numbers could very well be too warm as you get down into the southern Piedmont too, just kind of depending on how the overall weather scenario sets up. Any of these numbers fair game to be a little bit too warm, actually, just depending on how that weekend wedge erodes. Now, again, let me be a little bit more clear with that. Regarding weekend rain chances, it looks like we'll have some rain at times Friday, and at least some opportunities for rain Saturday and Sunday. Depends on which computer model solution is correct. If the European is correct, the weekend largely a washout, but some of the other modeling a little bit more optimistic with just some periods of light rain over the weekend. Now, on the Atlantic Ocean, this is not a tropical feature. That's an upper level low. But off to the east of that, that is Tropical Storm Ida, 45 mile per hour sustained wind. And as I discussed yesterday, Ida just kind of meandering in the Atlantic Ocean, staying pretty far away from any land areas throughout the week. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a wonderful day, and God bless.